Welcome to my Stop Fighting with Your Son podcast. If this is your first time here, I recorded 4 episodes especially for you to help you eliminate the fights right away and start connecting with your boy as soon as possible. Go to episodes 54 through 59. I have 4 boys of my own, and I know better than anyone how much you want to have a good relationship with your boy and all the things that can come in your way. If you are a mom of boys, I am the coach for you. Let's go. Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're having a good week. It's a big week for us. My little twinsies are turning 6. They're not little anymore. Well, they're still acting little, but I'm so excited. They're excited. We're going to have sushi, and they want donuts for their cake, and I'm going to make French toast and pancakes for breakfast for them. So I'm excited. I'm wrapping presents today and putting up pictures on the fridge of them. And so I just love doing their birthdays. So I this morning, I had to do a drive back home. So I dropped the kids off. And then my oldest forgot his cue cards for his presentation at home that he has today. So I went home and picked him up for him and drove back. And it's about a 15-minute drive each way. So I had a lot of time to think. And while I was driving back home and alone and back to the school, I thought about you guys and I thought about him, and I felt so much love for him. And I thought about what a good kid he is. And I was remembering that he was practicing his presentation this morning and last night and a couple nights before that with his brother, because I was not available. He was practicing his presentation in front of his brother. And I thought that was amazing. I didn't at all remind him. I didn't nag him to do his homework or practice or do any of that. So I was in appreciation of how amazingly mature he is and responsible, and that he did that without me reminding him, and how his brother was there for him. And so I was just so kind of enjoying thinking about it, feeling gratitude, feeling love towards them. And I then thought about all the work that I have done to get to that point, because there was a point in my life, in my relationship with him, that I was not able to see all that goodness. And the work that I have done was not reading books, was not talking to my friends. It was getting coached. I got coached on my relationship with my son a lot because I was worried about it. I was not enjoying it. I felt like a bad mom. I felt guilty, and all I could see was a lot of negative stuff. Like, I saw all the things that I didn't want to see, and I felt like it was all my fault. And so I got coached by my coach on my thoughts about him, on my thoughts about myself as a mom. My coach asked me a lot of questions about my purpose as, parenting him, my end goal. She asked me, how do I feel about myself as a mom? She asked me what my ideal concept of a mom is, like what do I imagine a great mom would do. And by looking at all of my thoughts is when I had the chance to change my relationship with myself and my son. While I was getting coached, while she was asking me questions, by looking at my thoughts, and by my coach questioning my thoughts too, and asking me, okay, how does this thought make you feel? My coach also showed me that when I believe I'm a bad mom, how do I show up with my son? When I believe that he drives me crazy, how do I react to him? And so all that work that I did with my coach, it has now impacted my whole life, the rest of my life, me being able to enjoy my son. And so I want to invite you to also experience that in your own life, but you cannot get that through listening to my podcast only. You have to look at your own thoughts. By listening to my podcast, you are only listening to my thoughts. And I do invite you to listen to that because that will be helpful. But until you look at your own thoughts about your own life, about your own motherhood, parenting style, about your son, only then you'll have an opportunity, a chance to choose something that feels better. Because while it's unconscious, because you right now might be believing that they're not thoughts, they're just the truth. Like he is a hard child, you might think that it's just the truth that you're telling me about. But it's a thought that you are unconsciously choosing to think. And a coach is someone who can help you see that. Oh, I didn't realize I was choosing to think that about him. Or I didn't realize I was believing that I'm a monster, right? You're like, no, it's true. Of course I'm a monster when I yell at them. And while you might think it's true, a coach is someone who can help you, show you that believing that is only hurting you. It's only hurting your relationship with your son. And so this is so dear to my heart because I've done this work on me and my son. And now I am so grateful for having done that because it's something that is impacting all of my life with him since that time. And so I want you to consider that it's an investment of time that, yes, you would be taking to get yourself to that point where you believe that you are an amazing mom. You are definitely not a monster. You are doing a really good job with your son. And you have no guilt. You have no shame. And you're also allowing yourself to be human, right? You're not going to be a perfect mom, but the lens through which you view yourself and your son will change. You will be a lot more kind to yourself, and therefore you will be more kind to your son. So, coaching is an amazing tool that I would love to offer you. I love coaching all of you. So I want to invite you, come get coached. It is an investment. The first session is free. It's 45 minutes to an hour. And it's that first session I want to give to you because it's for your first, you're going to be one step closer to getting to that place where you get to enjoy having a son for the rest of your life. And what's more amazing is that it's going to impact all of your other relationships as well. Because once you work on one relationship, those skills are completely transferable to others, to your relationship with your husband, to your relationship with your other kids, to your relationship with your mom, your dad, your siblings. That is something that I want to give to you. I want you to have that for the rest of your life. And the price that you would have to pay right now is only 45 minutes of your time by signing up for a free session with me to talk about you and what's going on for you. And even if you decide not to continue coaching with me, that first session will be something that you take away with you, and you will have more clarity about what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want. And I will point out things to you that I noticed that you might have never considered. So I definitely think even just one session is so powerful that you should definitely sign up, even if you have no intention in continuing coaching or investing a lot of money. because I think it's something that is super useful for you. And all that is required of you is your time and your willingness to be open. And I also will say this, that having someone to talk to is always great, right? I mean, we've all vented to girlfriends and relatives, and we felt better afterwards, right? After just venting. So imagine that in a session, but imagine that also with somebody who is completely outside of your life, who has no opinion of how you should live your life. I'm not your girlfriend or your mom. I don't have an agenda. I don't necessarily want you to be happy in the way that they want you to be happy. I just want to help you see what it is that you're creating in your life with your thoughts. And that is where my expertise lies, that where I can help you is that, hey, did you notice that you are thinking this and that has you, yelling at your kids? And so I'm more interested in your long-term mental health and kind of giving you the power to choose your thoughts again, right? So that's where I would kind of help you. Is I have no agenda about what you should do with your son, what you should not do with your kids. And I also don't want you to feel better. I want to give you the skills so that you can make yourself feel better on your own, right? It's like when the moms and girlfriends, they want us to feel better, they right away start, giving us solutions and offering us help. I will not do that. I will listen, and I will be that neutral party there to ask you questions that your mom or your girlfriend might not think to ask. And that is where the change of perspective will come in. You will walk away with your perspective on your son or yourself that will have changed. You will feel relieved. Nothing has to change in your life for you to feel better about your life. You don't have to change what you're doing. You don't have to change how you're parenting. You don't have to change your son. You don't have to change yourself to feel better about any of that. And that is where I come in, how I can help you do that and empower you to do that. And so while I was driving and thinking about how much I love my son and how free I am from the shame and the guilt this morning, I thought that is something that I'm on a mission to give that to you, and so you can walk away with it and have for the rest of your life. Because that is something that you can have and never ever feel guilty again, never feel like you're a monster again. You never feel shame, and definitely never feel like you're ruining your kid. And then you can have fun with them. Then you can joke around with them, go do something fun with them. Then you can look forward to seeing them. Then you can look at their face and think, wow, I just love his face. And not feel like you're a terrible mom, right? Not bring any baggage like that with you ever again. Just kind of drop all that, leave it there, and enjoy being a good mom and loving your son. So if you are interested in signing up for the session, you can go to my website. It's www.coachingnatalia.com and go to sign up for a free mini session. And if you don't see the times that suit you, feel free to email me and we'll find the time that works for you as well. My email is natalia@coachingnatalia.com. And I love you all so much. I do want you to get coached. Look at your thoughts. Don't listen just to my thoughts. Get coached and just experience the impact of looking at your own thoughts and how that changes your life for the rest of your life. Do make that gift for yourself. All right, guys? Well, I'll talk to you next week. Thanks.